You can be bad. It's fine.
No. The sacred part of the interview begins, in which you will pick your prompts. Okay, so you get to pick.
Amazing.
Amazing. Please pick the opposite color. So that would be pink Rio.
All right.
Okay, and now, please open your choices.
Sports trophy.
Confused.
So, today on our Paint and Sip, honoring She is the He, we will be drawing a confused sports trophy.
Okay.
Was this one of the wildest sets that you've seen? Or was it very businesslike because you had a job to do?
I would say a mix. I mean, like, it was definitely very, it was very business in that it was like, you know, very professionally well run and everything.
Yeah.
The, everybody on set were very friendly and, you know, we were all queer and trans people making this film. So I think it was like good vibes and lots of good energy.
Yeah.
And our director Shiv and our producer Vic both just have like very bubbly energy.
Good.
And I think that kept everybody like, and also obviously we're making a comedy, we're having fun.
Yeah, right.
Though it's Carrie-like, it's not that Carrie-like.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep, but and yet at the same time, I think like movies like this that exemplify the time so much, like as in right now, and how different high school is for kids right now in a great way, is important. It becomes revolutionary.
I mean, I think that's part of the film, right? Like we literally took every possible conservative talking point trope about trans people and we said, we're gonna subvert it. Mostly through comedy, but I mean, like there's some serious parts too.
Yeah. And I think it really works. It slides between that so effortlessly. And I was watching it and kind of felt like I needed to make a flow chart.
Yes.
To properly understand like everyone's gender identity, where they were at, what they were doing.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is about your characters are lying and then they're not. And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's not a quiz after this because this is like a lot.
I mean, it's meant to be that level of confusing though. Like we reference Some Like It Hot for a reason. Like it's a gender swap movie that's meant to swap and swap and swap and like really confuse the audience because that's kind of how gender is.
I watched this movie wishing that my high school experience was this fucking batshit. And I genuinely hope that that's what today's youth are experiencing because I was like, it's supportive, it's wild, and it has the craziest ending.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
And I was like, I especially love thinking about the people who will be very confronted by this ending because it's like Carrie in the beginning and the end combined.
Honestly, yeah, it is referential to that.
Right?
Yeah.
See, and what a tease that is. People are going to be like, what in the hell is she talking
come see
about?
our comedy. It ends like Carrie.
It ends like Carrie.
Not to get like totally off topic. My trophy is not looking like a trophy.
It looks like it could be a chalice that the Pope drinks.
I'm doing chalice too. Like sort of like yeah.
Yeah.
I love this because that's giving Harry Potter to me and that makes me happy.
Listen.
Transcoloring to it.
Oh wait, that's a good idea.
Did you say
Transcoloring.
perfect?
Pink and blue.
I'm copying you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's great. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing with mine exactly. She's sort of giving Lucy, I Love Lucy.
Okay, great. So yours is a she, her.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is a she, her.
Cool.
Mine's
But you know what? I'm not done yet, so maybe not.
Anything's possible.
It is. That's right. Anything's possible. Tell me the wildest thing that happens when you guys are all shooting the party scene. It seemed like almost everyone in the cast is present at that time.
was the hottest day on set we had.
It
I
was
think.
no air
Do
conditioning.
you mean both literally and spiritually?
Like all of it. We were so because it was like one of our night shoots because it was the evening and and
But night shoots start at like 2 p.m.
Yeah,
And so it was the hottest part of the day.
Yeah.
In a garage, the entire cast, the most extras we've had in the entire movie, no AC. And they literally had to, the biggest scene between me and Tachi, who plays my love interest in the movie, we had to stop right before the almost kiss and literally blot the sweat and then go back in for the kiss. Like it was that dripping sweat.
And that's
'Cause-
it's so funny. Like people think like, oh, it's so glamorous to like.
yeah,
make a
no,
movie.
it is not. It is not. It's way less glamorous than you would think. But I just remember us getting there because obviously the crew is already hard at work well before we get there, and we showed up and everybody has their shirt off and is like sweating, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long day.
It's
gonna be,
But I don't know, like this is one of those sets, so when you encounter problems like that, like we legit have, I think we actually calculated like a 90% trans and queer crew, cast, everything.
Really?
Yeah, genuine.
great.
It was the most trans people I've ever seen on one set, and the level of community I've never experienced before. It was one of those things where like you walk on a set and even like I start the movie as a boy, which is wild and kind of detransition-y and like difficult to swallow. And I felt so held and so taken care of because the entire crew was on my page. Like everybody was some form of queer, trans something, and it was really cool. It was I've never had something like that.
I think that's my favorite thing about learning about all this stuff is understanding the opportunity that it really just gives people to feel safe and to be themselves and to figure it out. Because also this stuff, it's so fluid that it's like what's true today might not be true tomorrow. So everybody relax.
Right. Well, I think also everybody needs time and space to go on their gender journey, to go on whatever journey. It doesn't matter if you're trans, queer, cishet, it doesn't. I feel like the problem we're facing right now is you so rigidly are supposed to decide where you fall in society so early in life. And I know that was definitely a disservice to me. It took me until like my mid-20s to like figure out, oh, I'm very trans, and like it was one of those things where I'm very glad that I found it, but I wish I had the freedom to find it earlier. I'm going so literal.
So literal.
What are you doing?
I think it's, it's pretty horribly drawn, but I think the sentiment is there.
It's truly not the finished product. It's the journey that you took along the way.
It's
friends
art
that you made.
for art's sake.
There are so many excellent costume moments in this.
Yeah.
Was it all very deliberate, or was it like, did you like kind of collab on what you would wear sometimes? Because like you have this amazing sort of cowboy thing
It's your
happening.
uniform.
Yeah, it is. My cowboy uniform. Well, we have to shout out our amazing costume designers, Leia and Robbie.
Yeah, Leia and Robbie really
Really
MVPs.
killed
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
No, they went above and beyond. It's two amazing queer and trans costume designers, and they put every bit of effort with a limited budget. We made this movie for not a lot of money, but they put every bit of effort into making it creative and punchy and like high school, but also like kind of camp.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like they sewed my reveal dress, my like her reveal dress from scratch. And they like put it on my body, and it was a very spiritual moment to have like a dress made for me for a gender reveal in a movie.
Yeah.
And it really translates into the film. That's, when I hear all these great stories, as an audience member, I'm like, that totally tracks. That's why the moment felt like magical and reverent, and almost was holding my breath when I was watching it, because it was so beautiful. And that's what I love about film. Like all of these people working collaboratively, especially in that environment that's so safe and understanding with your movie. And then it's like, that's why it's great. That's why I want everybody to see it.
Totally. Yeah. And you can like, I don't know, I just was so blown away from the day I showed up for like our fittings and stuff, just like the level of detail that went into all the costumes and how hard they worked on their eye for that stuff was just incredible. And like, I think that everybody's costumes just like heightened the characters so much, and it really brought, I don't know, like obviously like once you put the costume on, you really feel like in character and stuff, but it really helped me for sure, because I was like, my costume matches my character so well that I feel really like emboldened to be this extra idiot because I'm wearing the craziest clothes. And I just think it was in every department, obviously, but I thought, costumes, they crushed.
The last thing I want to know is, would you say that you came in a different way than you left because of this movie?
Well, it definitely made me really inspired to do more stuff that's like, let's just get all these incredible, trans and queer people that are out here working, making things, and like wanting to do good work. I just like left wanting to do more of that and wanting to just continue to find people that were also inspired to just like start making stuff and putting our own work out there. Cause like the reality is like people are not writing movies like this for us. Like we're gonna have to write it ourselves and make it ourselves. So it just made me excited that there were that many more, other trans artists out there that like want to be doing our own thing, So I definitely left feeling like really grateful for the experience and really inspired by everybody.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't have put it better. I'll just say that I think Hollywood is in a place where right now it's so difficult to get things made. It's especially difficult to get indie films made. And to have an indie film where like Goosebumps, so like everybody on set is there for the mission, even if they're not trans, they're like the most ally of allies. And like, I just forgot that Hollywood could actually be that way.
Yeah.
Like I lost not all hope, but a little bit of hope in like the audition grind and like seeing trans and queer people make really joyful art. I'm like, oh, right, things can be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Pick up your canvases and reveal them to the front first. The camera shall see our work now. Okay, so this is a confused sports trophy. Okay, so now you reveal yours to us.
Great. Great. So, not very good, but
No.
very confused.
I would like to shout out to the fireworks.
Yes, the trans fireworks.
Trans fireworks are
Yes.
amazing. I think we
were
baby,
born
you're
not
a trans
fireworks, but now they are.
firework. Isn't that how the song goes? So,
Yes.
And now please reveal yours to us.
I went very gender.
Oh, I love it.
So
I love
it's
that.
a he/him trophy.
Yes.
With trans colors, and then but like she/her though.
Wow.
God.
Yours is much better. This is just the worst drawing. I didn't even give it like this. Looks like literally looks
No,
like
this
a
is a
chalice.
safe space. You can be bad. It's fine.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
And also,
Well-
by the way, if that was a real trophy, I think that you could beat the shit out of someone.
Yeah, I
with
think
it.
you could. I think this is a weapon.
Yeah, for real. Okay, and then here is mine.
That's
Ta-da!
What does it say?
You're okay at archery.
Right.
So still figuring out the proper pronouns.
That's a they/she.
Yeah.
They/she right away.
They she, they she all day.
Yeah.
And then, so this is the bow because it's like, yeah, archery, but then also confused because sock,
Yeah.
right?
Well, sock is a very non-binary name. so.
Yeah, true.
And scene.
Yeah.
We're done.
Amazing.